Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. I'll be honest with you, I am not. I just landed after traveling to North Carolina to see Steve Burke at Gamers Nexus and talk about Flock with the city council. I got there very short notice. The car that I rented did not work. I got to fight with the car rental company. I have not even unpacked my stuff or cleaned up the mess that Mr. Clinton made of my house while I was gone for 2 days before I saw this garbage that you see on screen over here. So what is this over here and why am I so fucking mad at it? I've been talking for a few months about these 3D printer bills that have been popping up all around the country, where certain states want 3D printer manufacturers to implement something in their 3D printers to detect whether or not you are printing a gun and then to stop you from 3D printing said gun. The problem with this is that there are many items to a gun that look identical to items that are completely innocent. For instance, this lock switch that looks very similar to a flash mount on a camera, a silencer or suppressor that looks very similar to a flashlight tube, this Raspberry Pi enclosure that looks like an AR-15 lower receiver, this handgun pistol grip that looks like a cordless drill, and so on and so forth. And if any of you here have ever used AI and gotten a wrong answer from it before, gotten it to say something stupid, you understand why this is a problem. There's one company that I went over that was speaking positively about this when one of the committee hearings. It was a company called Fizna. And this company, as I stated in this video, does have partnerships with Palantir. This guy from Fizna showed up to that hearing and said that he is an engineer, not a salesperson.
I'm here as an engineer talking about technology, not a salesperson.
He showed up to testify about this bill as an engineer, not a salesperson. Meanwhile, the fucking owner of the company is contacting 3D printer manufacturers behind everybody's back with the assumption that this law is going to pass, saying, hey, it looks like this law is going to pass soon. You want to give us some money yet? Fuck you, asshole. This over here is a message on LinkedIn between the founder and CEO of that company that is for this bill and somebody else that deals with 3D printing, and I have censored out their name because they don't wish for their name to be out there. Needless to say, they are contacting 3D printer manufacturers and saying, hey, New York's new law and California's AB 2047 put firearm file detection on the roadmap for desktop printer OEMs. AP highlighted Fizna's developed geometric searches ready now. Could you write me to a product or firmware lead? So the CEO of the company that's in favor of a bill that tracks everything your 3D printer does to see if it's printing a gun is selling the technology to people that does it. He's testifying on these committees as if he's some sort of neutral third party, and behind people's backs, he's messaging them saying, hey, I would love to sell our technology to you. This message was sent on July 31st. This bill is not even law yet, asshole. I'm trying to find the best way to explain this. Imagine if somebody put a bunch of nails and thumbtacks in the middle of the road and then started messaging everybody that they saw go by that road, hey, we have a flat tire repair shop right around the corner. Would you like to look at our rates? This is ambulance chasing bullshit. I don't even know if this is legal. I haven't had time to look it up yet. And the reason I haven't done that is because I know if I dig into that, this is going to become a much longer video than it needs to be in right now, because there is a vote in the Senate Appropriations Committee tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So what I need you to do is look in the pinned comment of this video where there's a list of phone numbers to each one of those senators' offices, and you need to call each one of them before 9 a.m. in California. I want their phone lines to be flooded. You need to let them know what's going on here, because if you don't, this will be voted forward, and this will then get to be finally voted on in the Senate, at which case it becomes a law. The people who want this to become law, the people who are pushing for it, I don't know how else to describe it. I'm sorry. Maybe it's just because I'm tired and I don't have the time to do an involved video right now, and admittedly, I'm just kind of tired, so I'm not able to explain it properly. The person who is putting nails in the middle of the street is the person that is holding up a sign saying, hey, we sell flat tire repair services, and going up to every single car as they slow down because they notice they can't drive anymore and sticking their business card in the dash. This is disgusting. This is the big... If this is not illegal, at the very least, it should be immoral. And I know damn well that there are senators out there that would change how they vote on this bill if they realize that the people who are pushing this bill in California that requires that your personal property connect to a company that's partnered with Palantir is a company that's literally soliciting their services to everybody, acting like the bill is a sure thing. Because there are senators and assembly people that may disagree with us on policy or facts, or they may be pushing a bill because they think it may make them look good. But the one thing that politicians don't like is the feeling that they are being used for somebody else's cause. And this makes it very fucking obvious that the people that want this bill to go through are using these politicians as useful idiots and milking them. He's attaching his name to this. He has his profile picture and his name as he's reaching out to 3D printer manufacturers saying, hey, it looks like this bill's gonna pass. It's gonna fuck you guys over. We have a solution that we could sell you. You want to talk to us? List is down below. Please take action on this. I'm going to leave a link down below to a number of different wiki articles for people who want to learn more about this bill and what's going on. And I also suggest you check out 3dprintingisnotacrime.org, where people are coming together to try and organize against this. And check out David Tobin's Instagram. David Tobin has done a lot of work to try and demonstrate why this bill is one of the worst things possible. And in my opinion, he's been one of the best voices for the 3D printing community. The list of senators is down below. This is being voted on tomorrow in California at 9 a.m. And every single one of those senators' offices needs to be flooded with phone calls letting them know that the very people who were in favor of this bill are literally messaging people ahead of time with the presumption that this bill is going to pass so that they can print money, turning your 3D printer into a piece of spyware. It's fucking disgusting. It's absolutely fucking... This is... If this passes with this guy doing this, then I don't even know what to say anymore. I just give up. See you in the next video. Bye now.